if this thing is working. It's been an interesting time on social media for Dr. Taylor here in the last 24 hours. I was unceremoniously removed from Facebook for a hot minute. So what we're going to do, we're going to see if, one, if I'm back on, two, make sure we're live. Ooh. Oh, shit. Shoot. Nope. Parental advisory. This is definitely PG-13. Welcome to another episode of After Hours Live with Dr. Taylor. So, welcome back. For those of you joining us, this is awesome. We're live on Facebook, apparently. I'm allowed on Facebook. Can we hear me on Facebook? Oh, shoot. Yep. Heck yeah. All right. Live on Facebook, live on YouTube. And again, the point of this whole thing is to give you guys a little more access, a little more insight, shoot, a little more opportunity. Everyone wants to talk to Dr. Taylor, in my opinion. Again, from a chiropractic standpoint, I've got a couple minutes with you if you come in here, especially if you come in here at a busy point in time. Don't have a whole lot of opportunity, because chiropractic in and of itself, when done well, when done efficiently, can be done very fast. So this is an opportunity for a little Q&A, a little AMA, ask me anything, a little brain dump, a little, hey, here's what went on in the office this week. Here's questions people have. But also, here's what's going on in the community. Here's what's going on in the mid-cities or DFW. Yeah, welcome. So let's get into it here. I've got, look, I'm getting professional. I got an outline and everything. So there is the intro. I've also got this here. What's going on in the Aspire Chiropractic world? Slides. So not next Friday, but the one after that, we've got our Summer Spectacular coming up, okay? So our Summer Spectacular, it's our second annual. It's just a barbecue. Come around, eat, drink, be merry. We'll provide everything except for you. You have to bring yourself. We'll be giving away a Blackstone flat top grill, giving away some cornhole boards, and man, just having a good time in the parking lot. Good old fashioned parking lot party, if you will. See here, how do I move to the next one? Aha, got it. After that, in June, we're doing our salad in a jar. I'm not gonna lie, just completely candid. Everyone is excited about this, and I don't understand why. I eat salads regularly because I'm trying to watch my girlish figure. I don't like salad. But, I mean, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, whatever. But everyone is stoked about the salad in a jar thing. This one's going to have a little bit of an entry fee simply because we need supplies and stuff. But I'm actually seeing if I can't get a line on a personal chef to come in and give us some tips and tricks and pointers. But in June, we're doing our salad in a jar. After that, every first Tuesday of the month, feel free, if you're in the area, to join us for Taco Tuesday. We do it up at Mi Pueblo, up North Tarrant, Davis. Marlena is always our waitress. She takes care of us. The whole place is fantastic. Definitely some of the stiffer margaritas you're going to find around here. Personally, Dr. Taylor enjoys the Jameson margarita with jalapenos in it. Thanks to the Draysons for that little tip there. Yeah, first Tuesday of every month. Aspire Chiropractic Taco Tuesday. Also, for those of you coming in the office here, make sure you're getting our newsletters, because this is another way just to keep up to speed with everything we've got going around here in the office and in the community. We send out the Aspire Advantage every Monday, and then we've got a little more candid look, if you will, or candid read with straight from the doctor's desk. Also, too, we did another drawing today for the Northeast Tarrant County The List. So what this is, every Friday, we drop a winner. You have to be on the list to be in the canasta, if you will. This is a separate list from our newsletter stuff. If you want to know how to go onto it, just pop over to our Facebook page. And what we do is we go around and we either buy $100 worth of stuff, or we get $100 donations from local businesses just around the area, and we just give it away every week. $100 prize. If nobody wins, if nobody claims it, then it rolls over to the next week. Last week, we actually gave away 4 prizes, $400 worth of stuff, because the previous 3 weeks, nobody claimed it. So it just rolls over, and again, just a way to get the community involved, to support small businesses, to support those who support us. Next thing here. Oh, our Jackal schedule. If you don't know, now you're going to know. Dr. Taylor is the official chiropractor of your Major League Rugby Dallas Jackals. Their next home game is going to be this Sunday, 7 p.m., I believe. Don't quote me on that. I didn't put the time down here, but down at Choctaw Stadium. It's the Rangers' old ballpark. Sometimes I told people, hey, I'm going to the rugby game at Choctaw. They thought I was going to the casino. Honest mistake. Nope. Choctaw Stadium, old Rangers ballpark, right across the street from the new one. Game this Sunday against Seattle. Oh, man. And our last trip up there, heartbreaker. Absolute heartbreaker. Also, shout out to Dewey. He's our hooker. Look it up. It's a thing. 5 tries in the game against Seattle last time we played it there. Led Major League, probably still leads Major League Rugby for most tries in a single game. Congrats. Support your local hooker. Next one here. Again, this is something we're doing in office. Remember, all season long, every new patient of the month gets put into a drawing. At the end of the month, we draw a name. We give out 2 Rangers tickets. If that person was referred in here, whoever referred them in also gets 2 tickets. But you got to be a new patient to be in the drawing. And if you want to win secondarily, you got to refer them in and hope they win. Selfless, shameless promotion. Check out my podcast, Fueled by Spite, Spotify, Apple Play, Apple Podcast. It's, again, a little more PG-13, but more of a business slant, more of a personal development slant, more of a cathartic experience for me. Sometimes I just need to vent. Next one here. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out all of our other videos. I got hundreds of videos for condition-specific stuff, office-specific stuff. How do I fix things? How do you fix things so I don't have to fix things? Check out our YouTube channel. And lastly, it's Friday. Every single Friday, I pop out to a restaurant around here and I leave a $100 tab for anyone who comes to claim it. The only way to know where it's at is follow us on Instagram. It'll pop up on our story, and it's just also sometimes Friday doesn't work out. It might bleed over to Saturday. So again, shameless self-promotion. Follow us on Instagram. Find out where Dr. Taylor sent me, and basically all you do, wherever it is, you go in there, you let them know, hey, Dr. Taylor sent me, and the $100 goes towards your tab. If you don't come in to pick it up, cool. Then whoever waited on me gets a $100 tip. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win-win. Either you get a $100 tab, waitress or waiter gets a $100 tip, and I leave with a full belly. So, good times had by all. How about... Look at that! It's like I know what I'm doing. Spoiler alert, making it up as I go. So, episode 2 of the second longest running live broadcast. First longest running live broadcast that I do, because it's the only one. So, last week was an introduction to whatever this is and whatever this might be. Today, let's do an introduction to me. So again, from a chiropractic standpoint, some of you have seen me for a couple of weeks. Some of you have seen me for a couple of years. Some of you have seen me for a decade. Some of you have never seen me. You might just be catching this on live and like, hey, who's that handsome devil on the screen here? Those dulcet tones, we're going to listen to what he has to say. So, let's introduce you to me. So what I did is I went on Google and typed in questions to get to know a person. So, we're just going to get to know Dr. Taylor today, and we're going to actually play around a little more. There it is. Did it work? Might not work. Oh, come on. I was doing so well. There it is. Boom, boom. Awesome. So, get to know Dr. Taylor. Number 1, where was I born? I was born in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I lived there till 6th grade. St. Cloud, Sauk Rapids area. It's right smack in the middle of the state. After that, I went to college in Wisconsin, and I got tired of being cold. I did a short respite in Kansas City, and then came down to Texas. Next question here. What is your favorite way to spend the weekend? Man, right now, if I could get one day with kids and one day away from kids, it's really about it. But no, my favorite way to spend the weekend It's such a cliche answer, but with family. It's, if you haven't met my kids, you should, because they're amazing. My kids kick ass. Got Calvin Michael, who's 5, Frankie Claire, who is 7. She's about to graduate 1st grade. So, favorite way to spend the weekend? With the kids. Next one here. Do I enjoy what I do for a living? I think that is self-explanatory. Like, legit, I don't know if it's on some, I guarantee it's on some of Google reviews, but it's definitely said on a weekly basis. Hell, it was said twice this morning. You really like what you do. And I really do. Like, this is a loud office. This is a boisterous office. It's a lot like this interaction we're having here, except there's 2 people, me and somebody else. But the volume level is still about the same. Next one here. Are you a morning person or a night owl? I am a reformed night owl, now a morning person. I used to do my best work after 10 p.m. Then I became a chiropractor. And man, by the end of the day, now I'm tired. You know, I wrestle 80 to 100 people a day. So I have turned into a morning person. I saw somewhere once along the line that the sun should never catch you sleeping. And really kind of took that to heart. So let's see here. I'll show you what my alarm is. I'm also a snooze person. So that's what my alarm looks like. Is that going to focus? There we go. Focus. So just an excessive amount of alarms that all start very early, to the delight of my wife. Pets. I got 2 pets. I got Maddie and Butters. Maddie is a Black Lab Shepherd mix. Butters is a Vizsla. They want nothing more than to love you. Next one, your siblings. I got one of those too. Michelle Taylor, formerly Michelle Taylor, now Michelle Stahl, living up in St. Michael, Minnesota with her daughters, Quinn and Elise, and husband, Toby. Michelle, if you're watching this, Frankie asked, when do we get to see husband or Uncle Toby? I said, you're close. Next one. Favorite type of music? I like new metal. I like anything that came out. Just go to Spotify and type in like Godsmack or Limp Bizkit, and that's my jam. However, my feel good, always pull me out of a rut song is Ride With Me by Nelly. Next here, let's see, where have you always wanted to travel to? It used to be Europe. I got that taken care of a couple times. Next, actually, I found a seminar, a continuing ed thing, that is Kairos in Cairo. So I'm going to go get some CE credits one of these days in Egypt. Allegedly. Let's see here. Next one. How do you stay active and healthy? Some days are better than others, but we talked about salad. I eat salads. I attempt to drink in moderation. And I work out in the morning because, again, at the end of the day, I'm tired. I'm not doing it anymore. What is a skill that you're proud of? I am really good at Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. However, making the transition to the Google Suite, which I'm not sure I'm too excited about. But here we are. Next one, let's see. Do you enjoy spending time outdoors? Absolutely, especially right now in Texas. Spring in Texas is fantastic. Fall, anywhere up in the Northwoods, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan over in there, delightful. Winters, no, I'm over it. Doesn't matter. Don't like it. What is my idea of a perfect vacation? The fewest amount of people possible. Favorite TV show or movies? Man, go on Disney Plus and watch Boy Meets World from beginning to end. Still holds up. Same with the Wonder Years. Movies, Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings is fantastic. Sandlot is always a delight. I don't have cable or TV anymore. Like everybody else, we exchanged cable for multiple streaming services, so we pay the same amount and just make it more difficult to find the shows. But back in the day, anytime Shawshank Redemption was on, I would catch that all day long. Let's see, what do you wish you had more time to do? I wish I had more time to work on the business. Because from a chiropractic standpoint, I need to be open before you go to work. I need to be open after you go to work. So that leaves a lot of stuff in the middle of the day where I take care of things, but it's returning phone calls and emails and stuff. I wish I had more time to work on the business. What cause do you feel strongly about? The business. What do I want to do? I got one office. I want to scale it and grow more. I want to teach more people to do what I do, because based on my Google reviews and a survey I made up for the statement I'm about to make right now, I'm really good at this. I think other could be. Chiropractic is a really cool profession. It allows for a gigantic impact, but on a very like intimate and personal level. And I really like the effect, the positive effect that I've got on people's lives. Is there a hobby you've always wanted to try? You know, if I had more time in the day too, I'd like to get better at shooting. If I had more time and better eyes, I'd like to get better at shooting. I am a dabbling artist, if you will. It'd be cool to bring that out again. What's something you love learning about? I love learning about chiropractic. Duh. I love learning about business, like just the amount of stuff that I don't know. Because if you'd asked me when I was younger, I would have said business is boring. As I've been in business and tried to grow and expand and scale the business, the creativity that it allows, not to get political, if you know the author of the book, which I haven't read, but the art of making a deal, the creativity that is inherent in it is really fun to me. What drives you to wake up every morning? The kids. Again, Calvin, Michael, Frankie, Claire, they're awesome. How do I spend my free time? Kind of covered that already, because either doing business stuff, playing with the kids, going to parks, things like that. What are your hobbies and how'd you get into it? Rugby. Like if you don't know now, you know. I've said that a dozen times already. But no, rugby, the best sport in the world, bar none. How did I get into it? I didn't make varsity baseball junior year in high school, and I was a bit too. If I don't make varsity, I'm not playing. Okay, well, I didn't make varsity. Oh, shoot. I guess I got to wait for summer ball, so I didn't play. And shoot, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Dan Franklin. He's like, hey, we got this new teacher who started a rugby team. So since you're not playing baseball, you should come off for rugby. Why should I come off for rugby? Well, because in football, you know how you're a lineman? Yeah. You know how you couldn't touch the ball? Yeah. Well, in rugby, you get to touch the ball. Oh, all right, sweet. So that's how I got into rugby. What goals are you working on right now? Again, scaling the office. I want a second Aspire Chiropractic and a third and a fourth. I want 12 of them around DFW. And everyone's like, why 12? Because a regular person would say they want 10. So I want 12. What subjects, current events, or causes are you paying attention to? I'm not really paying attention to any, but I'm forced to pay attention to a lot because it's an election season. So don't like that. Got rid of cable so I don't have commercials, and now all the streaming services has commercials. So I'm acutely aware that's an election year. Favorite way to unwind after a hectic day? Favorite way, chilling with the kids, chill with the wife, going and doing stuff, doing experiences. Like going to the ballpark, like going to the rugby games, like doing things. So just anything that apprises my kids of experiences they wouldn't have otherwise had. That's a really good answer. If you could visit one place in the world, where would it be? Like I said, I've got that CE, that continuing education trip that I found. Cairo's in Cairo, that'd be pretty cool. South Africa, the country, or the region, the continent, either one, that'd be badass. What book left a lasting impression on you? Probably, shoot. I just finished this one, The Mask of Masculinity. This is fantastic. Or this here, The Wealthy Gardener. This is this is the only book I've ever read more than once. Shout out to Molly Spahn. Thank you for that gift. It keeps on giving. Who do you look up to and why? Shoot, look up to a lot of people. Obviously, my folks, my mom and dad. For those of you who don't know, my dad went through chiropractic school. My mom, shoot, one of the hardest working people I ever met. She doesn't sit still very well, but that's more of a blessing than a curse. Obviously, the coaches I've had in my life, current coaches Sean Dill, Lacey Book, previous coach Dr. Robeson. I've never really been one to look up to an athlete. Favorite athlete growing up was Kirby Puckett, but never been much of an athlete following kind of person. What is an experience that significantly shaped who you are? I failed out of college twice. There was one semester I got a 0.00 GPA. They said, you need to take some time off and figure out if you want to do this. So I took some time off, figured out that I wanted to do it. So I went back in, failed out again. They're like, you need to take a little more time off, figure out if you really want to do this. So I did that, then went back in, and from a 0.0 point GPA to a 3.6. Not bad. Who's been the most influential person in your life? Man, it depends on the phase of life I was in. How do I navigate through difficult situations? It used to be ignore them. So just let the water run off your back, if you will. Now, as a man of 40, trying to analyze the thoughts that go through my head. Why do I have them? Where do they come from? What fear have you overcome, or are you working to overcome? Currently have been working on overcoming the fear of failure, because it's always like right back there, ready to jump out just in case. Next one here. What insecurities, if any, are you willing to share? None. I've shared enough. Next one. Tell me a cherished achievement. 10 years in business. 10 years in business is a pretty badass thing, because they say, shoot, 50 of them fail in 3 years, 80 in 5 years. So the fact that I'm still up and running and helping people, that's a hell of an achievement. How do I handle criticism? Poorly. Next one. What values are fundamental to you and why? Drive. I don't like people who quit. I like people who stick things out. Now, that's people who stick things out because they made a commitment. It's one thing to like, hey, I'm going to attempt this. I'm going to dabble in it. It didn't work out. That's not really quitting. That's you trying something and realize it didn't work out. But when you make a decision and stick to it, that's solid in my book. What is your definition of a fulfilling life? Man, I should have read through some of these Google questions. Definition of a fulfilling life. The ability to use your time as you wish. I don't have that right now. Very few of us do. The ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want. Is there a particular philosophy or mantra that guides your decisions? I mean, there's a bunch. I got a sign outside my door that you are responsible for the energy you bring into the space. I think it was BJ Palmer. You'll never know what you think, say, or do today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. Those are quality outlooks on life. What does happiness mean to you, and how do you pursue it? Again, happiness is the ability to do what I want with my time, but also, man, making an impact and not only leaving a legacy, but allowing others to leave a legacy. That's where the ability, the want and the need, it's a need to scale this thing comes from. I want other people to be able to do what I do and live the way I live. If you're not familiar, I bought this practice from another guy 10 years ago. And the price that I paid him to buy his office, he used a good chunk of it used to get out of debt. And that seems like a really rough way to retire at break even. I don't want to break even on retirement. And there are a lot of chiropractors who do that. Like, this wasn't a one-off kind of deal. Like, that's not unheard of. So what does happiness mean to you, and how do I pursue it? Leaving a legacy and teaching others to do the same. How do you find success? Again, okay, maybe I should proofread some of these. These are all more of the same. Ability to do what you want with your time. Core values and actions, kind of gone over that. Do you have a personal philosophy? That everything I've said so far, and everybody Wang Chung tonight. Oh, what do you think the purpose in life is? Man, the purpose in life is to do what you want to do and be happy doing it. Like, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I absolutely agree on that. Because I love being a chiropractor. I love figuring out a way to make people's individual lives better through safe and natural chiropractic care. That sounds absolutely scripted, because it is. But also, like I said, trying to teach other people how to do what I'm doing. How important is family to you? Very important. Family is very important to me. Specifically, the three that are closest to me right now. But also, know full well, family does not have to be blood. What steps do you take for personal growth and self-improvement? Read. Readers are leaders. Leaders are readers. Expose yourself to different ideas. You don't have to accept them, but expose yourself to them. How do you handle life's uncertainties and challenges? Head on. That's how. And sometimes by ignoring them. What important lessons has life taught you? It ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. Keep going forward. Oh, that's the last one. All right, cool. Let's see here. How do I get out of that? Get out of there. Move that. Boom! Episode 2. of Aspire Chiropractic After Hours live. This is going to be fun. We're going to learn along the way. It'll get smoother. So, next up, remember, follow us on Instagram because it's 1-ish. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I'm going to go eat lunch. You want me to pay for your lunch? Give us a follow. As far as this thing's concerned, like, share, follow, just the standard YouTube social media jargon. Like, share, follow, tell your friends about us. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Friday, awesome weekend. Check your email if you're on the list. If you're not on the list, hop on Facebook, into our business page, scroll down there, add your name to it. You'll be on the next one. And catch the Jackals at home Sunday. Again, I believe it's 7 o'clock, Choctaw Stadium. Tickets are stupid affordable for a family of 4. The alcohol isn't, so don't worry about that. But it's Sunday, you should be drinking anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you have a great time. I will see you next Friday, right here, After Hours.